If you told me at the age of 9 that in 7 years I would be getting my first degree black belt in front of hundreds, if not thousands of people, I would call you a liar. But you know what? Here I am at 20 years old, and I've had my black belt for 4 years, and I don't regret a second of it. I started karate when I was 9 and got my black belt at 16 years old. I'm sure some of you in your childhood have had some activities or hobbies to keep some sort of semblance of order to the chaos of those younger days of your lives. For me, it was karate. Today, I'm going to tell you, my black belt symbolizes the product of 9 years of hard work. And today, I'm going to tell you about how I learned to be more disciplined as a person and how I rose to the challenge to earn my black belt by committing myself to these goals. Now let's go back to when I was 9 years old and just going into the 4th grade. In school, I was always acting up during class and causing distractions, and that's when my mom decided to sign me up for East-West Karate. During class, at the beginning, I would always goof off with my brother, and as time went on, I learned to love going to class because I just loved the idea of learning to better myself as a person and just learning self-defense and all kinds of performances. As time went on, in middle school, I got my junior black belt, and I started to help out with the lower ranks and younger people. As I rose in the ranks with my twin brother, other students began to look up to us and aspire to be like us, not only because of our abilities on the mat as martial artists, but also because of our general attitudes that so many people want to see in a black belt. Since earning my black belt, I had become an assistant instructor at East-West Karate. However, this title didn't come to me overnight. It required a lot of hard work and effort to get this title. The process leading up to this test was extremely tough, both physically and mentally, and it's probably the hardest thing that I've had to do to date. The key aspect for me to actually being able to complete this test was when I was running for like a team run. I would have to tell myself whenever I would hit a mental barrier telling me you can't run this mile, you can't run another mile, I would have to tell myself that yes, you can run another mile, or you can do another 20 push-ups. But this always wasn't my mental attitude. A year into my career, I stopped wanting to go to karate. I lost the motivation and drive to keep going to class. And I would always tell my mom that I didn't want to go, and I would go later in the week, and I would never show up. But one day, I'm not sure what was different about that day, I was coming home from class, and I stopped, but one day, this motivation was sparked again, and I suddenly was hooked, and I started working towards my goal harder than ever before. Through this, I achieved my biggest goal to date, my first degree black belt. I spent 9 years to achieve something that shows the gauntlet, both physically and mentally, that I had to go through. The process of becoming a black belt whittles out those who lack the discipline or the motivation to pursue their goals to become the best that they can be. So yes, I can defend myself if I need to. And yes, I also can get out of that chokehold you're going to ask me about later. But in reality, all I wanted was something to keep me happy. And for me, that was karate.
Great.